Hello and welcome to the Football Fusion 254. I am your very humble host, Official Mwangi, and I'm here today with my colleagues.
I'm Hemsley.
I'm Antomea. So today we are going to discuss about Manchester. Do you think Ten Hag is going the right way, or he's going on the wrong side?
Should I start or
you can start?
Or the Manchester fan should start? Acha nipatie the Manchester fan aanze. Ndo sasa mimi sana ni roast vizuri.
For me can say that for now we just need patience. Not that
after 3 seasons.
Okay. As a matter of fact, Ten Hag has carried trophies. Actually, this is the second time. And I'm telling you, as we are recording this video, he's going to carry a cup this season again. I'm 100% sure, actually. And he's going to carry this cup, any cup. And I think it's this Europa, if I'm not wrong. So I'm just sure it's this Europa.
Yeah, I'm draw 20.
Because, as you can see, not that we are that much bad, actually. It's just, I think the chemistry is not just there, but I think you will just find it with time. Yeah.
After 3 seasons?
Yes.
The chemistry is not there?
For me, the issue which I have with Ten Hag is one.
Tell us.
It's not Ten Hag is a bad coach, but Ten Hag, I think, he's having that mentality that he believes that all of his ex-players who played with him and took him to, was it the semi-finals of the Champions League?
Yes, where they
Those are the only players who can bring a change into his team.
True.
Because if you check, we said the players who played for him when he was at Ajax, the likes of Lisandro Martinez, I say, who another one? Who? Deliet, Mazarawi,
Anthony.
and again Anthony. And then the problem is, again, he's trying to bring most of the Netherlands to Manchester.
And
Zaxi.
Hey.
Zaxi. I cannot say he's a bad player. Zaxi is just a small team player, but now he has been given a very huge task, because Zaxi was in Bayern, but he never did anything. And then he was sold to Bordeaux. Then from there, not Bordeaux, that's Bologna. And then from Bologna, that's when, after him scoring some few goals, then he was brought to the Premier League. I believe Manchester is a big team and they can attract big players. So he could mix like established players, not the likes of Casemiro. It's not that Casemiro is a bad player, but Casemiro is at the end of his career. So the time when they bought him, Manchester fans were happy, but he has not brought any good things to Manchester. So I believe if they could just change a little bit, just a little bit.
There is no changing there, man.
They bring other established players. It's not that they're supposed to be that too old. I can say 25 years. Say 25, 26. 27 up to 28, they can try to help Manchester to come back to the Manchester which we know.
Okay.
I don't know what is your opinion.
Okay. Let me start by saying this. I think we should turn Manchester United into a museum so that they can relive the glory days of Sir Alex Ferguson. So the biggest problem Manchester United have until right now is poor management. Because if I have tried my best and I have watched some of the Manchester games, even though they are just shit, I've watched Manchester games. Number one, what style of football does Ten Hag play? You Manchester fans can tell us in the comments. Number two, structure. This coach does not have a structure. He's just putting players on the pitch just to kick the ball. Just and show up. Another thing I have realized, Erik Ten Hag is not a very, very, very good coach, because let me ask you. If you have a player and you give him a chance, game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, he's not performing, will you put him on again? Bruno Fernandes has not been playing anything, and I think it's about time he finds a youngster that can bring, like what he did about Kobe Mainoo. Kobe Mainoo si amekuja and he has performed very well. So what we can say is that he should bring a youngster who can do better, because Manchester, yes, they are a big club, but until right now they're not showing anything about being a big club. How wanafaa, like they should be rated with kina likes of Fulham. Even Fulham are playing better football than them. So let me tell you something. If you are waiting to play the worst football ever in the season, you finish number 13, and then you cover yourself up with the Carabao Cup, you are not a Manchester fan. You see everything that is going on in Manchester United until now. Players are just playing just for playing. They're just waiting for...
They're playing for fun.
Yeah, they're just waiting for a fantasy pass from Bruno or a magical moment from Rashford. So, like, if you look at those players, they're just running around, looking at each other. Have you ever seen, like, in a school where we were rioting, we just waited for the top student to start the riot, and then we can start?
So all of you know.
Yeah. But right now, in Manchester, we don't have the top student who will start the riot. So that the others can follow. Yeah, they're just looking at each other on the pitch. That is the biggest problem I have. Poor management.
Okay.
And if they don't change that, they will finish 13th.
Again.
Because let me tell you the truth. Let's say the truth. Let's say the truth. The first season Ten Hag came, where did he finish? 4th position. The second season, where did he finish?
I think it was 8th.
6th position. Then the last season was when he finished at 8th. Then you were telling me other teams
actually
are trying
Ten Hag
to
has
improve.
stayed for 2 seasons. This is the 3rd one now.
Eh?
This is the 3rd one.
Let me say this.
This is the 3rd season.
No. This is the 4th season continuing.
Not
As
the
we
4th.
are continuing,
This is
the
the-
4th
this is
season.
the 3rd.
Look it up right there.
This is the third
This is the 3rd
Yeah?
season.
The third season.
Because-
This is the 3rd season.
The first season, he won Carabao.
Okay.
The second, he won
FA.
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 So this is the 3rd.
Is the no.
This is the 3rd.
Okay, let's accept. But let me tell you something. Other teams cannot be striving to improve, and you guys are just going, and then you are trying to cover it up with that we have won Carabao, we have won FA. Hizo ni story gani bwana?
I think we need to put this thing. I want to know from a Manchester fan. On the left wing, who do you prefer? Garnacho or Rashford? And give us reasons.
Okay, for me, I'm a Manchester United fan actually. I support the team no matter what. Not like my fellow colleagues of Manchester. I hear them talking rubbish. But for me,
they're saying facts.
yeah, okay, they're talking fact, but as in, I don't just understand them. As a fan, you should just be patient no matter what. Even that time you are number 13, I saw you were just maintaining with the team. You're not saying,
Yes,
oh,
I cannot go.
coach must go. You're just supporting the coach, but the team itself decided that they should sack Pochettino. Not that he was a bad coach. Actually, he was a good coach.
Pochettino finished at 6th.
Yeah, he finished at 6th,
Top
but
of Manchester
he
United.
was decided to be sacked. But for me, okay, I'll talk about left wing and right wing, not just left wing.
Yeah.
Let me start with right wing. Actually, for me, right wing, I will not start Ahmad in front of Garnacho for sure.
But Garnacho doesn't play that side. Garnacho
Yeah.
is not a left-footed player.
Okay, as for now, we should not be saying that he should not. Okay, as you see, Chelsea, Neto is a left-sided player, but he's playing at the left wing. You see the difference. We should not be saying that this person is using
That
the
is
right
why we
leg.
bought Sancho.
That's why you want to put him this side.
And that's why they bought
Yeah,
Sancho. And
that's
Sancho
why
is
we bought
that's why
Sancho.
And
they put that side.
Sancho is used to play at right wing. Even he's not supposed to be playing at left.
But
You're
look
just
at the
putting him
games.
there.
But look at the games he's been playing right now. Can you tell me he's bad?
Okay, I can say, look at the impact which Garnacho is having on the right wing and the ones which is having on the right.
On the left.
On the left.
Okay.
Which one is more effective for you?
For now, me I just think that right wing. Actually, if you just look at Manchester United, right wing there is a big problem. Actually,
Ahmad is there. Ahmad has been playing well for the past few games.
okay, he's playing
Since
well,
last
but we should now just look and try and see like who is on form. Actually, you cannot place Ahmad in front of Garnacho for now.
For now.
For now, you
for
cannot.
Now, if Garnacho was last season, Garnacho was on form, but you are benching Garnacho and starting Rashford. Why?
You see why I'm telling you this poor management?
You know, like as a coach, you should not be there to discourage players. You can remember the first season, Rashford was scoring ruthlessly. So, like, you know, I think Rashford, there was this, after this parting things, is when he started to downgrade. But the coach stick with him. Actually, he gave him games. You should not be judging players. Actually, we should not, as a coach, you should not be judging players. For me, I can tell you like how Arteta did to Auba. I think you can remember how he did to him, which is something which is bad as a coach when you start humiliating a player.
Now,
you should,
he performing?
Okay, he's performing, but
yes,
you should not be treating players like, oh, because he was in a party, now you start telling him like, I'm putting you on. At least give him some game, give him game time. Actually, that's what has started scoring right now.
But he should also be a good manager. Because if you can see Maresca is able to manage a squad of 56 players.
Maresca now don't tell me because he actually has too many players. That's why he's performing.
He has no.
That's why he's performing because he has many.
Will you flop? Let me tell you, if you are a coach like Erik Ten Hag, you have a 56-man squad. Will you play? Will you play a good football?
I'm telling you.
Just say the truth.
Wait
will you
first.
play good football?
Wait first.
No, you have good coaching management.
You see, you can play good football, but the problem is one. You will not be having your first team because you will be just confused. I think for the first 10 games.
But for now, our coach is showing that he is not confused with his squad.
That's why.
But realize that not all of those 52 players can be registered to play for the Premier League.
Exactly.
So
we have
only
24
26 players who have been registered.
Yes, up to
and
now.
Then the others are there just as I can say as
backup.
Not backup, as academy players.
Like
the young ones.
Let's say right now, if you watched the game we had on the weekday, the one we scored 5-0 against FC Barrow. If you watched the game, you saw that the first team, the likes of Jackson, Enzo, Caicedo, they were not even in the list of players who were going to play that game.
Yeah.
They came in as just for moral support for the other players. So you cannot tell me that he cannot be able to manage his squad.
Which youngster did you start from? Did you start in that game?
We did not start any youngster, but we played some youngsters. The likes of Tyreek George. There was this light-skinned youngster. Let me remember his name. And we put him at 9 after Nkunku scored a hat-trick. Okay. Yeah. So we played some youngsters there.
If I ask you something, do you think like those academy players will be able to come to the first team? Do you think?
I think for now they need hard work. And if they show they have what it takes to be there, if the coach will notice them.
Actually, for now, they are just discouraged because they know you are signing Jackson for 10 years. What is that? You are signing Enzo for 8 years. What is that?
That's very
actually good. I think
Nkunku is 7.
You know
actually, all Chelsea players, you are signing them like 7 years and above. You want academy players to come and play.
That is the definition of a project.
Okay, can I ask you something?
That is the definition.
Which academy player do you think is going to remove any player in your team right now?
But does my question is, does he know even one academy player now is playing?
Yes.
For now, let me say, they can't. We should accept facts because I've not seen any young player who can come and battle his way through this.
Because they have not been given a chance.
Yeah, it's
They
true.
they have games of their own, under 18, under 16.
Not games, actually.
Let me see. The coach will see. See, he's still in the squad. He will see if there is a youngster who has shown promise. I guarantee you, he's going to have a chance in the squad.
Actually, the reason why for me I don't even rate Chelsea is because one thing, you can't sign for me every person everywhere, and you expect. Actually, Arsenal, I think I've seen somebody like, I don't know,
Nwaneri was there.
Yeah, you can't rate us because you're down.
Wait
look at us
first.
like
Not
this.
talking about down.
Please, you are down.
Just relax. Actually, I want to tell you, like, academy players of teams. Like, you can see Arsenal, I think Nwaneri, I don't know, Heaven.
Even this game of...
goalkeeper, I think he was what?
The goalkeeper was 16 years.
16 years.
Porter.
That was because Raya right now is injured, if you have not seen.
We had Neto.
Neto was there.
We had somebody on the bench, who was 16 years, who was 18 years, but a 16 year
Another thing you should know.
On defense, we had Heaven, okay? We had Luis Kelly, we had Josh, and then we had Nwaneri. Then we had two goalkeepers.
Another thing I want to stop you guys from telling me. The reason of signing many players was not because that we don't want to give youngsters a chance. The reason for signing many players, haven't you seen on Fabrizio's page that players are saying that they want to strike, they want to cause a strike because they are being given too many games?
But is it true or not?
It is true.
Yes.
But have you heard any Chelsea player complaining?
Because how can they complain?
We have a squad depth. That is the true definition of a squad depth. You cannot be complaining if you have an adequate squad for playing every each game that is going to be given your way. You were here ridiculing Chelsea in the beginning of the season because we were signing many players. But until now, we are the only team that are showing we are going to play, and we are going to play well because we have a well backup squad.
Can you tell me which team and which players have they complained that they are playing very many games?
Number one.
City, I think.
Of course.
Yes.
Real Madrid.
Yes.
Bayern Munich. Arsenal itself.
Who complained?
Ingia hapo kwa Fabrizio.
Who complained?
Mikel Arteta.
Mikel did not complain.
He said that these players are being, especially, let me give you another person. Erik Ten Hag.
But let me
True
tell
or
you.
false? Erik Ten Hag complained.
Yes, he complained, but Arteta did not complain.
At many we are given we are given too many games that the players are going to be exhausted. But would you complain if you have a squad that is well in enough to play all these games? Would you complain?
You will still complain.
Why?
You will still
Have you heard any Chelsea player complaining? Have you heard our manager complaining?
Now, a manager, there's a difference between a even you don't have a manager, you have a first team coach.
It's of course, it's true.
So he cannot complain.
But but he can come to the media and say we are being given too many games.
I think
you will see very bad that you will very soon you will see why. You will see why people are complaining when the injuries start kicking in.
This topic of very many games, we are going to put it into its own episode. And again, we are going to talk about referees in the Premier League.
Of course.
So, I believe with that, see you in the next episode. And leave your comment down. You tell us what do you think about the games which players are complaining. Tell us about Manchester, Chelsea.
Yes.
We see what can we talk even next in the next episode. See you. Peace out. See you in the next episode.
Peace.